Coming up on City Spotlight, it's episode 250 of City Spotlight as we continue the start of season 12 of City Spotlight. In this episode, we'll be featuring the community of Mattoon. First, we'll sit down with the executive director of the Mattoon Chamber of Commerce, Ed Dowd. We'll talk about the efforts of the Mattoon community during the recent water issue in Mattoon. Ed will also fill us in on the latest going on in Downtown Mattoon. And Ed will give us an overview of economic development happenings in Mattoon. Then we talk Lakeland College with Lakeland College President Dr. Josh Bullock as we tape on location in Effingham at the new Effingham Tecnology Center. Josh will tell us all about this new facility located in Effingham and how it will benefit Lakeland students. And Josh will talk about the latest facility upgrades to Lakeland's campus in Mattoon. It's episode 250 of City Spotlight as we continue the start of season 12 as we highlight the latest going on in Mattoon here on City Spotlight. City Spotlight on WEIU-TV is underwritten by the Illinois Arts Council, a state agency. And hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. We continue the start of season 12 of City Spotlight, and this is a big episode number for us here on City Spotlight, episode 250. And episode 1 was Mattoon, so we're going to make episode 250 Mattoon. And we have two very familiar guests to the program here in this episode as we tape here on August 19th. And in this first segment, we welcome back to the program the Executive Director of the Mattoon Chamber of Commerce, Ed Dowd. Ed, always a treat to have you on. Pleasure
to be here, and I am so excited to be part of the 250th episode. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you
on that accomplishment. That's fantastic. How many years is that now?
We have been doing City Spotlight since 2015. So
wow.
I know the number says season 12, but in years, it's been a decade. And you've been on several times, Ed. And in our next segment, Dr. Josh Bullock of Lakeland College. And we've butted you guys up in episodes together. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
yeah, and it's always a pleasure talking with you and explaining all the great things happening in our community. So
we're taping again with Ed in a familiar spot, his offices, the Mattoon Chamber of Commerce offices in downtown Mattoon. And I know we're going to start off here with the efforts of the Mattoon community. This past month, there was a little bit of issues with some water in Mattoon, but the community came together and they really shine through in helping each other out, get through that tough time in Mattoon.
It was so impressive. You know, we had a water crisis. We had water, and a lot of times you have water issues where you have to boil. You know, you say, hey, there's a boil order. You have to boil the water before you do it, or you have to filter it. Well, in this case, this was unprecedented. Not only could you not boil it, boiling it actually made it worse, believe it or not. Trying to filter it, trying to clean it, none of those things would prevent what was contaminated in the water. So it was a huge challenge for the city and for the community. And we had so many organizations step up. It was just so refreshing to see. You know, at the chamber, the city, they got full tanker trucks of water so that people can fill 5-gallon pails that a lot of people donated so that they could, you know, shower, they could use it for washing, cleaning and things. We had I think it was over 5,000 24 packs of water donated by Rural King. Walmart, they got in the second or third day, they were able to get a couple truckloads of water as well. So Walmart stepped up. We had communities from all over Coles County and even other counties step up and provide water. We had, you know, people provide plates. Rural King provided not only water, they provided plates for the restaurants, silverware packets. So, you know, it was just so refreshing to see all the businesses step up. You know, the football team came out and they helped pass out the cases of water, because as you can imagine,
Yeah.
after about an hour or so of moving those cases, it was a challenge. So it was just so wonderful to see, the community step up. The city did everything they could to make it successful. So
what a great community showing there in a tough time for sure. So thank you for sharing that.
yes.
Here in the downtown area, we're at Ed's offices for the Mattoon Chamber of Commerce. So we have some new artwork, and there's a new mural. You just showed it to me. It's behind your facilities here in downtown Mattoon. It's a mural of the old Mattoon Time Theater.
Correct. Actually, the Mattoon Theater, which was right across the street from the Time Theater. But what's neat is, there's a lot of alleys in Mattoon. And what the tourism department decided is, why don't we dress up some of these alleys that don't always look pretty? And they solicited Peyton Morrow, who's done banners throughout town, and he's been designated to get some really neat murals. So when you get a chance, I'm sure you'll probably show some of them on the episode. But if you get a chance to see them in person, it's amazing to see.
I referenced the wrong movie theater, but we were talking. The last movie I saw at that movie theater was Home Alone 2, so that dates it back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a while since that theater's been open. And now it's a bank.
Now it's a bank, correct. And other artwork in the downtown Mattoon area, and obviously Bagel Fest in Mattoon just celebrated 40 years.
Yes.
And there's a new giant Bagel Fest bagel.
Yes, so we had, back I think 25 years ago, we had the contest and we made the world's biggest bagel. Now supposedly somebody else has beaten that record, but I contest it. I still think we've had that record. But so they wanted to signify that. So downtown in Heritage Park, and they decided to make a large kind of monument to that biggest bagel. So when you come downtown Mattoon in Progress Square parking lot, you'll see the largest bagel, how big it was, and it's a life-size copy of what it looked like. So
awesome,
very neat stuff.
Glad we're able to show those new additions to downtown Mattoon. You obviously have that really beautiful pre-existing mural. It's been up a number of years, so the downtown Mattoon area continuing to be beautified.
Exactly.
Downtown Mattoon, I've noticed some construction work on some of the Charleston Avenue. Anything else going on business-wise in downtown Mattoon recently?
Yeah, so we have a lot of neat things going on. We have Melissa Harden. She opened Studio 21. We have another business that's going to be opening on 14th and Broadway. Can't really say yet, but that'll be exciting. We have the Broadway District, which is a group of all the different businesses downtown, and the person in charge of it is going to be opening their own business downtown. So a lot of neat things happening downtown. It's really getting revitalized, and of course, we have coming up with downtown, we have the Trunk or Treat event, which will be October 24th. It's normally the last Friday of October, but that's actually Halloween, so we decided to do it a week in advance.
Okay.
And we usually have 3,000 or more people come for that. We also have in December 5th, on the very first Friday of December, we have our downtown Christmas celebration. So
what a great time.
We have thousands of people come for that as well. So a lot of fun and unique things happening downtown.
Never too early to start talking about those great fall and early winter events. Very good.
Yes.
Let's talk about your industrial area. Always something going on there, whether it be north there, DeWitt Avenue, or to the north off 45. Tell us the latest additions there.
Sure. So, it's great that Mars Pet Care, they have been a stalwart, and they just celebrated their 40th anniversary here in Mattoon. They are the #1 producer of pet food in North America. It's just amazing.
What an honor.
And they've expanded, which is fantastic. That means they're staying. They also do now Temptation cat treats, believe it or not. So that's exciting. Bimbo Bakeries, they expanded. They used to just do Lender's Bagels. Now they do Thomas's Bagels. And a lot of people don't realize this is just amazing. They produce 9 million bagels a week. I mean, that's just you can't even fathom.
And it feels like half of them show up at Bagel Fest.
Yeah, it's just amazing that they can produce 9 million bagels a week. Right here in Mattoon, Illinois. We have North American Lighting has moved in. Just Right expanded, and they're there. We have some other potential things in the works. We have some solar projects that are going to be coming in. You know, solar's a big thing, and we're excited to get some solar projects for sustainable energy. As people know who've opened their Ameren bill the last month or so, solar is going to help that. So we're excited.
All right, thank you for that update. Downtown Mattoon and to the north in the industrial area. Before we end the segment, talking about the shiny new thing in Mattoon, which is Emerald Acres, and it continues to grow. I want to talk about, we referenced the mural, Mattoon Movie Theater. I want to ask you, Ed, about tough blow for the community, not just Mattoon, but the general Coles County area. The recent closure of the Showplace 8 had been open since 1995. I speak for movie lovers. I am a major movie lover. I hope it's not a permanent closure, but talk about, that's a tough blow.
Yeah, so it is a tough blow. Unfortunately, AMC just wasn't able to invest. It's really tough. The parking lot needs a whole new revamp. The building itself, unfortunately, it's kind of outdated, and a lot of the seats and a lot of the theaters themselves are in a little bit of rough shape. There are a couple agencies that might be interested in it. We really hope that they decide to renovate it. It is going to cost a little money, so it's going to be a big investment for somebody. Right. But I think if they invest properly, they do some of the things that a lot of the newer theaters are doing, you know, where you have the nicer seats, the shows, the food and things like that. I hope that occurs, but yeah, unfortunately, right now the theaters, you know, just aren't getting the same commitment from people.
And Mattoon was not the only Illinois AMC location.
Correct.
Other similar sized towns in the state have been impacted by that. Tough blow. I hope it sure comes back down the road. All right, let's end with Emerald Acres. And I don't know, we could have spent the whole time taping Ed, so we just have a few minutes left. Emerald Acres has thrived, obviously, since it opened. The inside, all kinds of sports activities. Obviously, all the businesses are thriving. There's more to come. What's the latest on Texas Roadhouse? People are getting really excited about that opening.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize it, but if you drive through Emerald Acres, if you go past Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, and Panda Express, if you keep going down Woodell Way.
Maybe the close to the interstate.
Yeah, close to the interstate. You will see the Texas Roadhouse building. It even has a sign up now.
All right.
So it's definitely happening. That's one of the biggest questions we get. When? I think they're talking October, November. And then across the street, people say, what's going on there? Because they're leveling dirt. They're doing that. That's also going to be a new hotel. A Hampton Inn. So not only are we getting the Fairfield Inn, which is right next to the building itself.
That's getting close.
And that one will be done in October. We're getting a Hampton Inn that'll be done in the spring. So just so many, and as everyone knows, every single storefront except for one is open. You know, we just had Sierra Trading.
Just opened.
We have Ulta. We have, Five Below. We have Ross for Less. We have we just have so many great things happening there. It's just an amazing addition to our community. And when you get 500 extra thousand visitors a year, you're going to attract those businesses, and they are thrilled to be here, and we're thrilled to have them.
And there's a lot of more room to talk about Emerald Acres, but we'll leave it at that. I know, Ed, you wanted to sneak in here in the final minute. You've mentioned a couple of upcoming activities in the downtown area. Tell us about the Business Expo on October 2nd.
Yeah, so real exciting. This will be our 22nd year for our Business Expo.
All right.
It's Thursday, October 2nd from 10 to 3. The biggest part of it, of course, is a taste of the expo.
Where will the location be?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The location is across County Mall from 10 to 3. And in the Rural King Event Center, we'll have the Taste of the Expo, where we have up to 15 different vendors showcasing all the great foods that they offer here in town. So it's a cheap ticket. It's great to see all the businesses who you get to see what they offer, what kind of things they make here in the community, and we can't wait till you come out and see it. So
like an action-packed time there at the Cross County Mall, the Business Expo on October 2nd. Ed, we somehow navigated through all of the points. Again, always a wealth of information, talking with Ed Dowd at the Mattoon Chamber of Commerce. Ed, thank you for being on all these times here
pleasure.
On our 250th episode.
Congratulations again.
And we hope to talk to you down the road, as always. Coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll continue talking Mattoon and Lakeland College, and we'll head down to the brand new Effingham Tecnology Center, which is affiliated with Lakeland College. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Mattoon. And we're back here on City Spotlight, episode 250 of City Spotlight, and it's our second segment here on Mattoon. With a little curveball, we're taping in Effingham at the new Effingham Tecnology Center. It's a part of Lakeland College, and we welcome back to the program to help us talk about this wonderful new facility. Regular here on the program, Dr. Josh Bullock, president of Lakeland College. Josh, always a pleasure.
Ramin, thank you. I'm so excited to share our new facility that has benefits not just for Effingham, but all of the surrounding community, including those students who are from Mattoon and Coles County.
Wonderful. Josh is a rock star of the program. He always has new things to show off with Lakeland, and so we've traveled down to Effingham, this shiny new building. We'll have exteriors, interiors of this new facility. And Josh, this facility just opened. What was this place before it became what it is now?
This was owned by Mattoon Technology Corp, so it was a corporate headquarters that they built back in about 2010. Mm-hmm. As they continued to grow in the Effingham area. And it just happened that during the pandemic, we noticed that the building was not fully occupied. Mm-hmm. Patterson, although they are extremely still very visible in the community, mm-hmm. they're here and growing in the community. They have a lot of workers who work remote. We had decided to open a conversation and say, hey, would there be any possibility of us collaborating on the space? And they've been so generous in their conversations. One thing led to another, and here we are in 2025. The facility is now owned by Lakeland College as part of our overall commitment to education for the region.
Okay, very good. We're taping here on August 19th, just about a week before students start attending classes back on Lakeland's campus and this facility. So we're going to have visuals throughout the building. What's in this building?
Well, the building serves a number of purposes. So a number of years ago when we had talked about this, Lakeland College was considering expanding in Effingham because we have so many students here and there's such a need for education.
Right.
That we had purchased some land.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to construct a 20,000 square foot addition to the Cluthy Center, renovate the Cluthy Center. And lo and behold, when this facility came up, which is over 4 times the size of the Cluthy Center, so it gives us ample room for all of the programming we have. But it also gives us room for expansion with about 20 acres of land. So when we started designing this facility, we knew we needed to design it for expansion. So Lakeland College programming that was at the Cluthy Center has moved here. Mm-hmm. So we are sitting today in one of our beautiful new nursing labs. There are 3 in this facility, including one that is a high fidelity nursing simulation lab.
If there weren't desks, it looks like a hospital.
It looks like a hospital, and that's so that students can practice the skills working with a high fidelity mm-hmm. simulator, and the nursing instructors can monitor those and give feedback and so forth. So we have our nursing programs. We have a beautiful new lab for our physical therapy and massage therapy program. Mm-hmm. Upstairs on the second level here, we have also something we've not been able to offer at the Cluthy Center, a full biology and chemistry lab with prep rooms. So we'll be able to offer programming that we were not able to offer in Effingham before at the Cluthy Center. And then a number of computer labs. We have mm-hmm. a new adult education room here for our GED programs. Right. And one of the things we're really proud of is our partnership with CORE, which is the Creating Opportunities for Regional Employment. It's the career academy for the Effingham area. Mm-hmm. And so the main level of this building has 5 very large combined classroom and labs that will help train students as part of that partnership. So we're one of numerous partners. That includes 16 school districts,
wow.
many businesses. We'll be able to train students, high school students, in key critical areas for the community. Technology, transportation, manufacturing, healthcare, agriculture. And so they have amazing labs there. A really neat piece about the main level that we built not just for the core, but for our Lakeland students and mm-hmm. for students from the local school districts, is we now have our innovation space. Mm-hmm. And the innovation space contains 4 key components. The first component is our maker space, and that has space that students can come in and play. They can work with Arduino computers, they can use 3D printers, they can do all kinds of things with technology that really is going to get them interested in hands-on careers. Next to that, we have our augmented reality space.
Oh boy.
So imagine a space where students can work on literally 3-dimensional rotations within whatever field they have a desire. If they want to pull apart an engine, or they want to look at a beating heart and move it around and see the different components. And then a virtual reality lab. So students can put on their headsets and they can learn manufacturing skills using a headset. They can play with different types of technologies. They can even drive a CDL simulator using their headset. So those are some really, really cool pieces. And then we have our studio, where we can teach students not only radio and television broadcasting, but things like podcasting.
Yep.
So that innovation space we're really proud of. And then our lowest level, we have not only a full cafeteria area for students to collaborate, we have a fitness center here on the facility, but I'm really proud of our partnership with Patterson. So Patterson continues to have a presence here for those employees that need to come in and have a workspace when they're not working remote. And it's been a great partnership because not only is it great for the community that Patterson stayed in the community and it's continuing to grow here, but it's great for students because they're having recruiting events where they'll ask our students to come in and see what kind of job opportunities there are. So it's been, the facility really has been designed to be a community support facility, including a partnership with EIU for the Small Business Development Center, which is located here in the Effingham Technology Center.
Wonderful. You mentioned the Cluthy Center, so Lakeland College was already present in Effingham.
Yes.
You also told me before we hit the record button about something that we've talked about on this program, the Effingham Regional Career Academy. How is that tied into this building?
So the Core Academy has those 5 levels at the bottom, the 5 rooms in the lower level, as well as access to the innovation space. It's really important because as we talked about that collaboration early on with business and education, it's about training for fields that we know are in high demand here in the region.
Right.
And so those 5 key areas that we're training students as part of this collaboration, that training will take place here in Lakeland College's facility. This is not a Lakeland College program. We are simply a partner in CORE, but we're providing the space so that the community has a place for those students to get trained. And when you think about it, the intent is that get students while they're in high school or younger to think about career fields, to think about the opportunities that are available here in the region for them. We don't want more students leaving the state thinking there are career opportunities elsewhere. We want them staying in our region, hopefully to grow and prosper, raise families here, and be a vibrant member of our community.
So classes start August 25th. Again, we're taping here August 19th. Students are already enrolled in classes and they will be coming here, right?
We have students coming here. We had an enrollment report last night at our board meeting for our Effingham Technology Center, and enrollments are up from where they were at Cluthy. We're extremely excited about that. The core classes are starting. We have over 80 students enrolled in the core classes, which is just thrilling to me to see the number of students who are engaging in that. So things are looking up not only here in Effingham, but enrollments are up on campus, and so we hope that trend continues. We just know there's a tremendous need for education, and we want to make sure that we're here to help students get that education that they need.
So in this room that we're in, students will be in here learning valuable skills. I think this is a room for nursing students?
It is a room for nursing students, one of our nursing labs.
All right, so we're off campus here at the Effingham Technology Center, part of Lakeland College. On campus, talk about the new school year starting August 25th. Can you believe a new school year is here already again?
It's hard to believe the school year is here. I mean, August 25th, it's amazing to me how quickly the summer goes, but how exciting of a time we're entering. There are so many changes in higher education, so many changes in our community. Our Board of Trustees just adopted a new strategic plan and our new motto of education that fits your life. We are committed moving forward into the fall of 2025 to ensure that what we offer as an institution fits the lives of every student, whether it's a student who's graduating high school, wanting to continue their education either in a terminal degree, or whether they want to transfer on to a 4-year institution, or the adult learner who wants to come back. We want to make sure that everything we do fits into the lives of students who work, who have families, who have friends, who have other responsibilities. And so as we move forward into the school year, you'll see a lot more changes for Lakeland College that help us adapt to those students. A lot's happened on campus, so if you drive through campus, there are building projects. We are putting a new roof on the field house. We are finishing renovations to our chemistry and physics labs on campus. They will be state-of-the-art. Comparable to any institution. They will be absolutely amazing. New tutoring and testing center space on campus. Roof on the west building, so not everything will be visible from the students or the community members, but our goal is to continue making sure that every year we make improvements. So at Lakeland College, who will be soon celebrating 60 years in 2026, that Lakeland College will remain a community advocate and a community partner for education.
Year 59 looks great, and obviously 60 and beyond as well. And we've been really fortunate on this program to highlight so many new things. It just feels like, how long ago was it we were at the new Luther Student Services Center, and then another building, and then this? So congratulations on that. It really has to make you feel proud of what you've helped during your tenure to pave the way for Lakeland moving forward.
It does, and I think it's because we have great people. I unfortunately get to be the face of that oftentimes, but it's because of the great people we have and the great educators, the programmatic changes we're making, bringing things like competency-based education, lab environments where students who are working can come in and take their lab coursework whenever it's convenient for them. I'm so proud of our faculty and staff who are doing everything they can to make sure that we remain relevant to our communities and can add value. And that's, you can't say enough of how proud all of us should be in our community that we have people dedicated to growing our communities.
I want to give a little shout out. This is not on my list of questions, but I've recently taken my first time at Parkland College. I've been at Lincoln Trail, down there near Robinson, obviously Lakeland College many times with you. Shout out to colleges of your size and what they provide for just a wide variety of people.
Oh, thank you. We're happy to be part of the community. There's a reason community is part of our name is community colleges, because we are the community's college. And as we've shared, everything we have is our communities. It's not owned by Lakeland College. It really is for our communities. And we're appreciative to our great partners like EIU. Still, the majority of our students who transfer to EIU. And we've continued to build strong transfer partnerships and relationships in other ways that benefit our community. And that it takes a village to make sure a community can be successful. And we're happy to be a small part of that village that helps our communities thrive.
We probably could have taped the whole 12-minute segment, Josh, on this new Effingham Technology Center. Anything did we missed, whether here at the Technology Center here in Effingham or on campus, that you want to add here at the very end of our interview?
I would just share, come out and check out campus. It's open to everyone. Come check out all the wonderful changes we've made to campus. Come talk with our admissions folks about the programmatic changes we've made to campus. And this building is open as well here in Effingham. It's open to the public. So if you're curious, stop on down. If one of us is around, just tap us on the shoulder. We're happy to give you a tour. But this is the community's college, and we want to make sure the community has access.
Well, this is episode 250 of City Spotlight. So we made sure we did it in grand style with two guests. We had Ed Dowd in the first segment, and Josh. It had you guys on in the same episode many times, and we appreciate all the times you've come on. I think it just popped in my head. I think you're the first City Spotlight guest we've interviewed in 3 different towns, because you taped in Charleston when we were doing it in the studio. Obviously, all the times at Lakeland and Mattoon, and now Effingham. So you're one of one, Josh. We appreciate.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Appreciate all the times you've been on, and continued success and growth with Lakeland. Things are looking really good for year 59 and on. So, Dr. Josh Bullock, president of Lakeland College, appreciate his time here on City Spotlight.
Thanks, Ramin, as always.
Always a treat. Hope more times are available for us to talk to you down the road.
Absolutely.
And that'll do it for episode 250 of City Spotlight as we continue the start of season 12 of City Spotlight. We've been talking Mattoon. Thanks for watching. City Spotlight on WEIU TV is underwritten by the Illinois Arts Council, a state agency